Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 58 of my learning journey in Blender. Just going to show you a few things I worked on tonight. First, I created a very basic mock-up of a supermarket scene that I was working from a reference image on. Reference image, I don't have it in front of me now, but it was like a black and white photo from the 1930s of two businessmen standing in a supermarket holding a bunch of cans. So it was very similar to the end this work in progress shot that I've got here. So yeah, this is something I've decided to do every now and then just for practice, basically blocking out a scene based on a reference image, particularly reference images that are difficult to sort of gauge the scale or the dimensions of the products in the scene, just as a little bit of a challenge to myself. So in this case, it was an awkward angle and you couldn't really, get a true sense of the scale. So what I did was, because there was two businessmen, I assumed an average height of 5'9", and then I used that as my starting point. I put these two Sky official Blender character models into the scene and set them to about 5'9", and then I scaled the reference image down to pretty much match them and used them as the basis of the scale. So from there, I was able to create objects in the scene like cylinders that represent canned goods, the shelves and whatnot. And yeah, it's still very much a work in progress, but and I don't know if I'll continue working on it. I kind of like these. I move on to the next thing the next day, but I do save all these files, so who knows. Anyway, these guys have way more character than the original 1930s businessmen holding the cans. I made them that way intentionally. So first of all, this one to me feels like a male. Just he's looking at the cans like this. I'm not like attributing any sort of characteristics to particular genders, but just to me, because I created the scene. This one felt like a male, just looking at him now, and this one felt like a female, just the way she's looking at him and the sort of dynamic they have. So I guess it's shifted from two businessmen to a male and a female, possibly a couple out shopping together. Or, it could be anything, couldn't it? Office worker and an assistant gathering food or drinks for everybody, who knows? The other interesting thing about the reference image is that it said fruit and vegetables, but there were basically, the only thing that was vegetables on the shelf was canned tomatoes. Everything else was like, I feel like it was cleaning products, like detergents and laundry products and washing products, so not exactly fruit and vegetables. I thought that was kind of entertaining. What else have we got? I created these shapes out of half circles and then extruded back to create the shelf and connected it all up. I'm sure there's 100 different better ways to do it, but that's the way I did it. It's just that little price tag curve, Yep. I've got boxes with ink, like they don't have textures or materials applied to them, so it's kind of hard to make them out at this point. And it's whoever's been stocking the shelves didn't finish their job as well. Yeah, we've got canned goods. This would be like, canned soups, canned tomatoes, canned peas, whatever you can think of, really. Over here, I saw in the reference image there was a one of these hand carry basket things. I don't know. That's not hand carry basket. That's not a thing, is it? Hand basket, I guess, right? Shopping basket. I could see exactly how many rings around it, both vertically and horizontally, it had, so I was able to... basically what I did, I took a cube and I subdivided it, and then I applied a wireframe modifier to the object. I don't know, there's probably better ways to do this, but I didn't do any tutorial watching today, so... I was kind of on my own with that one. I just put these cylinders on the top. They're kind of unnaturally attached. I'm just blocking it out at this point. It's not supposed to be perfect. What else? We've got these lights with emission materials applied to them. Originally, I was going to put like light bulbs on the inside, but I felt like that was too much detail and it wasn't a very good effect in this case. These hooks, I did actually, I looked up a tutorial for those. I forget the name of the channel that I watched, but basically they recommended you can add a text object to the scene and just type in a question mark and then convert the text object to a curve and then add thickness to it, which gets you something like this. And then I guess I converted it to a mesh in the end. So that was a neat little trick. I don't know if there's an easier way, but that was super easy to do. Whatever works in Blender, right? So yeah, that's where we're at with this scene. Just a charming little shopping scene. There's nothing about this in particular that screams like 1930s. It could be any supermarket, but I just had fun sort of positioning these characters. Her chest is arched a little too far back, maybe, but she is holding quite a lot of stuff. So, and he's so fixated, man. I like that even though they don't have eyes, I'm sort of attributing characteristics and sort of personalities and genders to them as well. It's fascinating how humans sort of fill in the gaps and try to make stories or make sense out of things, myself included. So that's that, and I'll show you one more thing before I call it quits for the day. So way back in the day, like years and years ago, I attempted to learn Blender. And it was a false start. I basically studied it for 2 weeks, learned how to extrude and basic things like that. And I ended up like creating an 8-bit Link character model like this. Just a little pop culture, little light type thing. And so I found that file and I was feeling nostalgic about that first failure in Blender. It's not a failure, it just took me years to come around to trying it again. And so I created some more because I found it a lot easier now. It's so straightforward. It's just like, extrude out squares of equal sizes, basically, and then, follow a reference image with the pixel art, and then extrude it along another axis like that, and give the outside edges, the outside faces, black color, and that's pretty much it. You could do it for any pixelated character, but I think it looks kind of cool. So I had fun making these tonight, kind of a chill night. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave us a thumbs up down below, and if you haven't already, again, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to. It's always appreciated. Anyway, I'm calling it, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.